Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sonali and I welcome you all to CSC Core Concepts in the series of Foundations of Compiler Construction. And my previous video was very interesting where we were doing LR0 parsing. We had wanted to parse a grammar, we want to parse a string using the given grammar. So let us just brush up it. So if you remember, this was our grammar which we converted into an augmented grammar, and the closures which we got were our 5 closures, that is I0, I1, I2, I3, I4. And I taught you how to fill up this table, that is whenever you are shifting, you write down S2, S3. For a non-terminal, you just need to write the closure number, that's it. And if it is complete of the augmented grammar, then you say accept, otherwise you fill it up. And wherever the rule finishes, there you are not going to do further shift. So there you accept that augmented grammar, you are going to write rule R2, R1. Done? So let us parse this string, okay, using this and table and stack, and we will be coming to and fro this video, this slide. So always the stack has to be initialized with a 0, right? So now let us start. 0 means what? You are starting with the closure I0. Now what is your first element in the string is small a. So you check this column from I0 to A. What is the status? S2, right? So you will be moving to closure I2. So that means for small a, what you have to write in the stack is that for this small a, you are moving to closure 2. This is what it means. So first you are going to push small a, which one is the string element, and then the closure number where you will be moving. The next element in your string is again a. Okay, what was our string? Let us write it down. Okay, A, B, and dollar. So it is A, B, and dollar, right? So this is done. Now next element is again A. Where are you right now? In which closure you are in right now? Top of the stack is 2. So let us check from the top of the stack 2. Okay, from closure I2, and our string is A, S2. Again we will move to S2. So again you are going to write down A with 2. That means you are at the top of the stack. So this is the closure from 2. If you perform for a closure for A, you will again reach the same one, that is 2. Right? This string is done. Now let us take this string. Third one is again A. Top of the stack is 2. So from closure I2, again we have seen that if we want again a, we will be moving to S2, that is 2. Now fourth string is my B. Okay. So for B, you are right now at closure number 2. 2 is the top of the stack. From I2, you see, if you want B, yeah, you have to move to 3. So now what will you push into the stack? B and 3. Done? Now your next string element is what? Dollar. Right? You have reached the end of the string dollar. So now you have dollar, right? So what will you do? Let us check what is the top of the stack. Top of the stack is 3. And the next string is dollar. Let's check 3 and dollar. Where is 3 and dollar? 3 is for closure I3. Everything is rule R2, R2, R2. What is your rule R2? A to B. Let's see what we are going to do. Rule R2 is A to B. So we are going to pop out these two elements, 3 and B. We are going to replace this 3 and B with which rule? A to B, right? A to B. So what are you deriving here? Reducing. Understood? So we are reducing it to A. We are removing it. Now who is at the top of the stack? Your top of the stack is 2. 2A. Okay. So what will you do? See, one more thing I will tell you. One more trick I will tell you. Here you see on the RHS. How many elements are there on the RHS? 1 element. So double the element, number of element you are going to pop. Simple rule. 1 element. So double is 2. So 2 elements you pop, 3 and B. Replace it with capital A, and this is your parsing done. So first parsing that B has been reduced to capital A, right? Now who is at the top? A you inserted and next is 2. So let us see what is the position of second closure and A, capital A. Remember? 4. So you have to insert 4 here. Okay? Done. Now since it is 4, you have to, what is the end of the string is still our dollar, right? So you have to check $4. What is the situation of $4? Let's see. Closure number 4 and dollar. It is also R1. Closure number 4 and dollar is R1, right? So you have to apply, which says rule R1 you have to apply. So when you have to apply rule R1, okay, what is the rule R1? A to small a, capital A. How many elements? 2 elements. Double 4. So 4 elements you are going to pop. So 4A, 3 and B were already popped, right? So we will pop out 2 and A. Now, what is the situation here? What are you reducing it to? You are reducing it to capital A. So that you have to add to the stack. Now you have to check the position of A and 2. A and 2. Let's see the position of A, second closure, and A, that is 4. Okay. So again we have to write down here 4A and 4. Now you again check your 4 with, so see this has been again reduced, right? A has been reduced to capital A. A and A, this rule. A and A reduced to capital A. Now check your 4 and dollar. Again if you check 4 and dollar, you got the same rule. Closure is 4 and dollar. Again you have to apply rule R1. So let's apply again rule R1. So R1 says there are 2 elements on this side. So 4 have to be popped out. This 2 and this 2 have been popped out. Who are been popped out? 4A and these 2 elements have been popped out, right? What are you reducing it to? Capital A. Capital A and 2. Capital A and 2 will give you again 4. You check the table. Now again you have 4 and it is dollar. Again you check 4 and dollar. Again it will say the same rule. 2 elements, 4 pop out. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 4 elements have been popped out. Right? Now what are you reducing it to? You are reducing it to A0. You are reducing it to A. Now what are the all elements have been popped out except 0. So check the position of A0. What is the status of A0? Let's see. 0 closure and A. You have to go to 1. So you add here 1. Sorry. Okay. So you have to add here 1. What is 1A? Let's see. What is the position of your 1A? Let us see. Closure number 1 and dollar. $1. Sorry, not 1A. $1. $1 is accept. So because our string is still what? It is accept, right? So it will be 1 and check A0. So A0 is giving you 1. So 1 if you check, okay, it is giving you your what? 1 and dollar, string is dollar, right? $1 is accept. So when you reach accept state, your parsing is done. So you can understand here how have we done the parsing. So keep on doing. We will solve one more example in my next video to make it more clear. But you should know the technique. What are we doing here is that we start with the closure 0. Okay, from 0, whatever is the first element of your string, check how will you get it to which closure. Then from that closure, next string and so on, you push it on. Keep on pushing until you get dollar. So when you get dollar symbol, you trace that string, which rule is applied, and on the right hand side, the number of elements there are, the double you have to pop out and you have to go on reducing. So that is why it is called as a shift reduce parser. So this for $1 it is except, that means the string is parsed successfully. So I hope you understood, and in my next video also we will solve one more example. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe to CSE Core Concepts. Thank you.